We're going to be discussing our departments and categories in this video. So from the Maintenance tab, we select Departments. As you can see in the departments, these are the departments, these headers, and these are the categories that are in those departments. You can add a department by clicking the Add Department, and you can call this department AQ, and we'll call it auto quotes. And click OK. So now we have an auto quotes department. Our next step is to put a category below that department. So I'm going to say assign a category. And here are all the categories that are existing. We're going to add a new one. This category will be called Imported Items. And our tax category default is going to be taxable. Everything is always taxable. The non-taxable part comes when the customer is non-taxable. But the items, in most cases, except maybe in New Hampshire, your merchandise is all taxable. Here's where we set up our percentages for our individual markups. So for suggested, we could perhaps make this 75%. Our price we could make at 60%. At wholesale, we could make it 40%. For the schools, we'll do 30%. Government at 25%. And break even is going to be 10%. Okay. Is this category exempt from tax on a purchase order? So you can flag that and it'll make all the items non-taxable for payables. When creating an order list, order enough to bring to the maximum quantity. In our inventory video, we saw where there's the minimum and the maximum. So if you check this, it will automatically create enough parts on the purchase order to bring you up to maximum. Let's look at defaults. At defaults, these are for this category. We're saying we're going to track serial numbers or we're not going to track serial numbers. Allow discounts, ask for quantity. All these kind of items that show up on the inventory master, this category sets those defaults up. Auto Sku Set Up. This is where it automatically creates a SKU number for you. If you don't want to use the manufacturer SKU and you'd prefer to use your own SKUs, you can automatically set this up so it creates your SKUs for you. And you could do that sequential numbering, etc. Selling prompts. This is where you can set up any prompts for this category. And if there was something that you wanted to ask the customer a question or get an answer, you would set prompts up for this category. Promo pricing, if you have special override promo pricing for this category. Trade-ins, are we taking trade-ins in this category? GL settings, does this category going to have its own special sales account, cost of goods, or inventory account? Screen prompts, we talked before. The default prompt is you put your primary SKU as a prompt, description, etc. Global pricing, you can set up percentages in advance for this particular group, and it'll use those percentages for this category. Age verification, if you're selling, as I said, liquor or cigarettes, you may need to activate this age verification for this category. Here's where we've got a e-commerce set up for our web. And stock locations. For this category, we're going to say our default is all going to be in the warehouse. So that's all those category requests that need to be addressed. So let's go ahead and say OK here. And now that we've got this item, we're going to select it, and it's going to be as a subcategory right below my main department. And that's how those are built. Thank you.